Miss Kiku, thank you. Did your parents know what you were going through? I never spoke much about it at home. Oh, thank you, Chris. My parents... Mood, Candace. My parents, like... I don't know that I necessarily would say to them when I was a kid. I don't know that I would necessarily say, like, I'm getting bullied. But I would constantly say I have stomach aches. So I would take out the max amount of days that you could take off of school. I would stay home with, like, stomach aches. And for me, that was definitely, you know, because of my anxiety, like severe anxiety. And I didn't know. But it was because of how I was treated at school. And so I would take off the max amount of days. But I would sit by myself at lunch, or we had these little cheer things. I don't know if anybody had, like, cheer... I can't remember what it's called, like cheer camp that you could do, and then you do a performance. Well, they had that like in elementary school, and I loved that because I was in dance and cheer for a long time. I loved that. Obviously, I would want to do it at recess and everything. And I would always sit by myself. Like, I would sit by myself to stretch. I would sit by myself and all of that stuff. And my parents would see it. Like, and that was even in dance class. I would sit by myself in the corner stretching or whatever, and my parents would see it, and they said it just made them really sad. So I missed 80% of school in 5th grade, and then 4th was a ton too. I missed way more than the max amount of school days, either sick or too tired to go. See, I'm just like, for me, homeschooling was so beneficial. Doing online school from 12 all the way through my master's program was so beneficial to me and my mental health. And I would not take that back for anything. And I was able to graduate early because I was very motivated. I don't think everybody's meant for the school setting, the school system. I think it's so much about socialization. And if you're getting treated like crap, you're honestly better off just being home. Our school counselor made the group bullying me sit through sessions to talk. Yes, Candace, me too. Me too. The same thing. Sit through, and they don't care. They wouldn't change their behavior. My master's was in business administration. I was able to graduate early. So many of us victims somehow found excuses to miss most of school. Yup. Oh, yeah. I would take off the max amount of days. I would love waking up and being like, Mom, I have a stomach ache. I want to stay home. You know, I would take off the max amount of days. Hi, Wisdom. Teachers would say, oh, no. Yes, mine too, Candace. Mine like, loved the bullies. Like, the girls who were bullies, my teachers loved, and they would, like, defend them. And I'm like, they would lie. Like, they would pull us all aside to get our sides of the story, and they would lie, and the teachers would believe their lies over my truth. Like, exactly. No, it's true. Thank you. I actually was approved for disability for my anxiety. It was that bad. That was before my DX of MS. When were you diagnosed with MS? I just got diagnosed when I was 22. My symptoms started when I was 19, I think, but... Oh, thanks, JJ. I'm only talking about this right now because somebody here saying people were like mistreating him and he just like doesn't want to keep going with life. And I was saying that that's where this whole conversation spawned from. 10 years ago, I feel like my symptoms went way back. Oh, wow. What treatment are you on? I'm on Ocrevus. Well, for me, I had numbness in my legs to the point where like I couldn't walk sometimes. I lost entire feeling on my arm for months, and every time I would go in about any of this numbness, like, oh, my ring, like they wouldn't do anything about it. But finally I lost vision in my right eye. Like I went blind in my right eye, and I know that because I read a lot. And oh my gosh, where's my ring? Frick. And I went into the eye doctor, and he did every test on me that was possible. And he said he couldn't see anything wrong with my eye. I had like perfect vision. Or not perfect, sorry. I did not have perfect vision. He did all the tests, and I couldn't see anything. Like the biggest freaking row, I could not read anything whatsoever. I was like completely blind. And he was like, I'm gonna send her in for an MRI, because his dad, the eye doctor, his dad worked with MS patients. And he was thinking, because I spoke to him a little about the numbness I'd had and this and that. And I guess he said to my mom, like, I think she has MS. Like, and I got an MRI done. Sure enough, I had optic neuritis, lesions all over my brain. So I was, yes, Jen. It seems like they don't take it serious until you're blind. Like, it seems like they don't take it seriously until it's something to do with your eyesight. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah, better get her an MRI, because my insurance company denied the MRI so many times. Man, I bet they really did wish they could deny it with my medicine costing as much as it does. They probably would deny that MRI forever. Did they tell you it's sciatica for the numbness? No. No, they would say it was anxiety. True pollen pals. Yeah. Just have one giant school per state, but that would be hard to have friends if you only see them once. They love saying that anxiety causes numbness. Do physical therapy. Like, no. It's not going to help my MS. Thank you. But I have such bad stuff that they won't give me life insurance. Oh my gosh, Candace. So when you have anxiety, does the numbness flare? When I have anxiety, my eczema flares big time. I feel like when I don't sleep, for one, that can affect it a lot. Like a lot. I'm trying to think of other things that like trigger. I mean, cold weather for me. I know a lot of people, it's hot weather with MS, but for me it's cold weather, and I love cold weather, so that kind of sucks, but it makes my legs like really stiff. Like my legs feel really stiff. I've started stretching again more, like every day or close to every day, to try to help, because for me it's always the legs. When I have flare-ups post-treatment, it's always my legs going numb. It's always my legs being stiff and pain. Like, it's always my legs. This convo was actually good for me to hear how similar our experiences were. Well, I hope so, because I don't want to just... Yes, I do work out every day. I walk, or I do isolation exercises, but yeah. It's just constant pain getting up every day and working. I'm sorry, John. If not, then it's the lesions that gave you the numbness. It's both for me. I have vibration daily. Dang. I noticed when I don't know, I noticed it, like, so, okay, I also have anemia. Like, I'm severely anemic, and so the anemia, I think, kind of plays into my legs hurting like they do, because because of that, and I've been working on getting that better, but you know. Yeah. My ferritin was 2 and my saturation was 2 as well, 2%. My levels were really, really bad back in March, April, and I was so miserable. Like, I didn't even have, like, energy to, like, exist. Like, it was so bad. And I feel like I've gotten a little better since then, but I guess my hemoglobin is still low, so I need to run a new panel on my iron, but I'm sure it's still low. But that, I think, I don't know, people don't realize, like, being anemic actually really sucks. So, and I didn't even realize so much of what I was experiencing wasn't my MS, but anemia. Yeah. Are you serious, Candace? Anemia? I didn't know dogs could have anemia. Thank you, Mike. Mine is low also. My fatigue is my worst symptom right now, and insomnia. Yes. Oh, you tried iron infusions for your dog? Well, thank you, Bentley. That's sweet. I was anemic for a while since getting on supplements. Well, I guess with what you have, the iron supplements wouldn't be the worst for you, right? Because you have the opposite of what I have with your stomach, right? Tobias with the hit mustache. Hello, C. Wait, you're Scott. You're Scott. I just remembered your name. Naps to your friend. LOL. We need the rest when possible. Do you ever feel like even after you sleep 8 to 10 hours, you're still so tired, Jen? Because I feel like sometimes I feel like I am being like pulled down, like through the ground, like, because I'm so exhausted after so much sleep. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I just slept 9 hours. Thanks, Jake. I remembered.